FBI agents are starting to pack up their desks. There's fear of FBI mask firings. Swirl. That's sad, isn't it? Good. I'm glad. Benjamin Netanyahu just arrived in D.C. He said that he's meeting with Trump, and they hope to redraw the lines in the Middle East. That's an interesting thing. I think Donald Trump is absolutely headed that way. The USAID headquarters have been closed. Thank you, Donald Trump, for that. And there was something else. Oh, and Mexico just came out. The Mexican president just talked to Donald Trump. And that 25% tariff, well, that's on hold. She said, I talked to Donald Trump, and we had a great conversation, and he put that on hold. And I'm sending 10,000 troops to the U.S.-Mexico border right now. So I've got that. And Justin Trudeau, God bless his soul, he's going to talk to him about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah. Who's a good little prime minister? What a joke. Now, let me tell you about, I just told you about USAID and how that is a CIA front. And Donald Trump is going to do two things with Doge. He is going to cut all the bad guys, try to find them. He may not find all of them, but he's going to find a lot of them. Oh, did I mention the FBI people are clearing out their desk, getting ready for a mass fire? Huh. Anyway, he's going to clean out a lot of the mess and a lot of the black ops that are happening. And he's also going to cut the budget. So he's got that going for him. Now, the left in the deep state, they're a little freaked out. If they could have shredders at their disposal 24 hours a day, I don't think there would be a lick of paper left in any of these agencies. Consider some of the questions that have been swept under the rug all the way back to Obama. Let's see. Consider the American lives that are lost overseas. Consider the foreign lives lost. Consider the regimes that have changed and the chaos that's spread all over the world in our names with our tax dollars. Now consider what Donald Trump's team has pledged to break and uncover. So if you listen to some of the confirmation hearings in the Senate, you might hear a little sneak peek at what's to come. Tulsi Gabbard on Friday revealed, for many Americans, they don't know about it, it's a clandestine Obama-era program that sought regime change in the Middle East and unloaded over a decade of violence and chaos. Listen to this.
Senator, as someone who enlisted in the military specifically because of al-Qaeda's terrorist attack on 9/11 and committing myself and my life to doing what I could to defeat these terrorists, it was shocking and a betrayal to me and every person who was killed on 9/11, their families and my brothers and sisters in uniform. When, as a member of Congress, I learned about President Obama's dual programs that he had begun really to overthrow the regime of Syria, and being willing to, through the CIA's Timber Sycamore program that has now been made public, of working with and arming and equipping al-Qaeda in an effort to overthrow that regime, starting yet another regime change war in the Middle East. DOD Train and Equip program, again, begun under President Obama, is widely been known, looked at, and studied, that ultimately resulted in over $500 million being used to train who they called moderate rebels, but were actually fighters working with and aligned with al-Qaeda's affiliate on the ground in Syria.
That's weird. Most Americans have never heard about Obama's Timber Sycamore. It's possibly the largest gun running and training operation our little spy agencies have ever pulled off. How many people died in Syria as a result of this? How many people died all over the Middle East? How many terrorists received weapons and training from our government? Al-Qaeda? We know that many of those same terrorists now control the government of Syria right now, and the horror show is not over yet. Why haven't we heard about this? Why does every school kid know about Reagan and Iran-Contra, but not Obama and Timber Sycamore? It is because it not only reveals terrorists receiving our training and weapons that we supplied, but it also reveals American lives that have been lost. We still don't know the full details on what happened in Benghazi. Why is that? Why is it that Hillary Clinton and Obama made sure of that? That wasn't part of some gun-running operation to Syria, was it? Is this part of the piece of the fallout from Obama's Timber Sycamore? Why was the U.S. ambassador even in Benghazi? Why was there a State Department annex in such a dangerous place? And why was it so unguarded? Why was there a secret CIA substation there? Why was it kept so low key? Why didn't the military respond? Why were they so quiet and ineffective? Were they trying to keep Obama and Clinton's little secret hidden? And all at the cost of 4 American lives. Say their names. They like to say that. Say their names. Ambassador Christopher Stevens, Sean Smith, Tyrone Woods, Glenn Doherty. They still deserve justice. We deserve answers. I just want you to know what's happening in Washington, D.C. right now is about cutting the budget. But it has a dual purpose in everything they're doing. They are cutting the heart out of these secret ops. They are exposing what our government is doing. By moving USAID over to the State Department, USAID can't have that. I mean, I don't think of the State Department as some place that's clean and has a good agenda. But apparently that's being cleaned up as well. What is it we are going to learn over the next few months? What is it we are going to see exposed? It's quite amazing. It is quite amazing. By the way, yesterday, Musk wrote that career Treasury officials are breaking the law every hour of every day by approving payments that are fraudulent or do not match the funding laws passed by Congress. Oh boy, what's this? Apparently, the Treasury Secretary, the new one, has allowed the Department of Government Efficiency to gain access to the federal government's payment system. Okay, wait a minute. So USAID won't allow the Doge officials any access to their aid programs, but the Treasury is like, yeah, open up the books. They discovered, among other things, that payment approval officers at Treasury were instructed to always approve payments, even to known fraudulent or terrorist groups. They literally have never denied a payment in their entire career. Not once. So why do you have them? And why would they be told that? My gosh, this house of cards is going to come crashing down. They're going to have serious issues.